Saturday at 1:30 on the BBC News Channel.
The Prime Minister speaks of a crucial few days ahead as she seeks to finalise her Brexit deal. A change of leader would only bring uncertainty, she says, that could delay or frustrate the talks.
These next 7 days are going to be critical. They are about the future of this country. It's about people's jobs, it's about their livelihoods, it's about the future for their children and grandchildren.
As EU ministers prepare to meet to discuss the future relationship, we'll have the latest from Brussels and on Mrs May's position here. Also tonight, California's wildfires with more than 1,000 people listed as missing, how the emergency services are coping with the crisis. President Trump says he won't listen to a tape of the journalist Jamal Khashoggi's murder because the contents are too terrible. Good evening. The Prime Minister has said the next 7 days are critical for the country as she prepares to go to Brussels to discuss Britain's future relationship with the EU. Theresa May defended the agreement reached for the UK's withdrawal from the EU, saying that it was in the national interest.
You can follow coverage of that match, including video highlights on the BBC Sport website. But that's all the sport for now. Mishal.
Thank you, Ollie. First look at tomorrow's papers is coming up on the BBC News Channel, but on BBC One, it's time for the news wherever you are. Good night.
Follow the story, whatever you're doing, wherever you are. You can follow every moment in depth with BBC News. Get the full story at bbc.co.uk/news. Get the headlines as they happen with the Breaking News Alert. And keep up with events by watching the BBC News Channel in the app. Follow the story wherever you are with BBC News.
Join Simon McCoy as he brings you the top stories live.
The ball is entirely in the UK's court. We could have got our tennis correspondent to report on this.
The latest in sport.
Heaven knows how they're dealing with this on the court.
The heat or the wind? I'm not quite sure.
Well, both.
The day's weather.
It's getting colder.
And undeniable chemistry.
He's still laughing.
We have to talk to each other.
There's only one Simon.
So you're the real McCoy.
Afternoon Live with Simon McCoy, weekdays at 2 p.m. on the BBC News Channel.
I'm Catty Kane, Washington.
I'm Christian Fraser in London.
Let's start with
the European Union, Brexit,
Russian interference,
Donald Trump's Twitter feed.
We'll
move on.
I think there are going to be a lot of questions now.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be fascinating to watch.
We're nearly out of time.
This is a big deal.
Beyond 100 Days, Monday to Thursday on the BBC News Channel.
Our small island continues to reveal an epic history.
We can be there for every exciting moment of discovery.
An extraordinary monument as old as Stonehenge.
It's been a real roller coaster.
A vast hoard of ancient coins.
Everyone is hiding their money.
And a radically different view of our barbarian ancestors.
You've had a facial reconstruction done.
Where the very latest discoveries are changing history.
Welcome to Digging for Britain.
Starts Wednesday the 28th of November on BBC 4.
Hello, this is BBC News with me, Lukwesa Burak.
Now, the government's confirmed plans for students in England to be offered the option of accelerated two-year degree courses. It's proposing that universities would be able to charge higher fees for shorter but more intensive courses. They'll cost about 20% less in total than the traditional three-year course.